Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahi wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulullah. Welcome back to the Islamic Affiliate channel. The topic we are about to decipher today is harboring envy. But before we dive deep into the topic, I want to ask you two questions. The very first one is, who do you envy? Who is it you are envying? And the second question I'll be asking you is, why are you envying such a person? In this age where people's lives are so transparent for many to view via social media networking sites, often stalking can lead to envy as we compare our lives to the lives of the others. So as we gaze at the photographs of our friends' weddings, holidays, newborns, spouses or homes, envy may be nurtured within us. If we hear the news of someone doing well in their exams or even getting a job promotion, envy may grow within us. Envy may perhaps initially be embedded within our hearts, but on a closer inspection, we realize we wish we had what they enjoy, and we would feel pleasure at the thought of them losing that blessing. And because these are just feelings which we harbor, and not actions which we commit, we consider envy to be a harmless form of negative emotion. Yet envy is the root of so many other evils. It is the root to backbiting, scorning, hurting others' feelings, and possibly even breaking friendships and relationships. Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrated that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Indeed, envy eats up your good deeds just as fire consumes wood." On one hand, you may be a kind of person that does a lot of ibadah, and in fact you might be earning a great reward on it. You might be reading lots of Qurans and praying Salah. You may have fasted during the month of Ramadan. You may be doing lots of good deeds to lots of people around you and also keeping ties with your relations. Yet, on the other hand, because you envy others for the blessing bestowed upon them by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you may come to find on the day of judgment that your good deeds have been burnt to ashes. As fire quickly consumes and burns wood, the envy you harbor will also quickly burn and consume your good deeds. Almighty Allah said in the Quran 23 verse 103 to 104, He said that, "And those whose scales of good deeds are light, they are those who will lose their own selves, in hell will they abide. The fire will burn their faces, and therein they will grin with displaced lips." These people will enter hellfire not because their scale of good deeds will be empty. They will be in hellfire because their scale of good deeds was not heavy enough. If we do not recognize and combat this feeling of negative emotions called envy in our hearts, we may end up with the same fate. A light scale of good deed and residence in the hellfire, it's not something good. So what can we do to combat these negative emotions, envy? The very first hint I'll be giving you about combating this emotion is start to love for others what you love for yourself, and treat others as you would like to be treated yourself. The Prophet Rasulullah said, "I swear by the one in whose hands is my soul, none of you will believe until he loves for his brother what he loves for himself." None of us truly can claim to believe until we love for others what we love for ourselves. So even if we don't have that beautiful home, that lucrative business, that successful career, that degree from a prestigious institution, that spouse or those children, because we would love this for ourselves, we wish for others to enjoy these blessings too. Why? Because this feeling of loving for others what we love for ourselves identifies and depicts and brands us as a believer. And it is this feeling which differentiates those who consider themselves to be believers from those who in actuality are believers. Once this act is fostered within, it is hard to envy those whose happiness becomes your happiness. Abdullah ibn Umar ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu reported that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Whoever would love to be saved from fire and be entered into paradise, then let him die with faith in Allah and the last day, and let him treat the people the way he would love to be treated. if we really wish to be saved from the fire, then we should not envy others for the blessings bestowed upon them, just as we would wish for others not to envy us. So the second hint I'm about sharing with you on how to combat envy is to make dua for others to get what you want for yourself. Imagine if we found out that the Imam of Masjid al-Haram in Mecca right now made a specific dua for us. Would we not be genuinely pleased with this? If you pray for another Muslim, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bless you with something even better, which is the dua of an angel for you to have the same. So when you see others with something that you would wish to have, make dua for Allah Almighty to bless them with more, and the Almighty Allah will bless you with more. Abu Darda narrated that the Prophet ﷺ said, the dua of a Muslim for his brother in Islam in his absence is responded to. There is an angel in front of him that has been assigned to him every time he makes such a dua for his brother with good. The angel assigned to him says, Amin, and to you the same. This implies strongly that whenever you pray for your Muslim brother or any of your friends that is a Muslim, there will always be an angel that will seek the same prayer for you. And now imagine it. Whose prayer will be answered first? Is it yours or that of the Malaika? A friend of mine, whenever she had a need for herself, she would make dua for her friends who needed the same, and she would often be granted it too. At times, even before the person she even made dua for. So if you see someone who has that which you wish for, rather than envying them, make dua for them to be blessed with this and with more. And Almighty Allah will appoint an angel to pray for you to have this too. So the third tip to combating envy in our heart is to understand the real value of what you are envying others for. Like I asked earlier on, who is it you are envying and why is it you are envying such a person? So the third hint about combating envy in our heart is to understand the real value of what you are envying others for. What you may be envying others for regarding their worldly matters may be of no benefit to you in your afterlife and may be insignificant in the eyes of Almighty Allah. Having that person's bigger house, nice car, better paid job for 4 kids and beautiful spouse may not get you Jannah, and then make it easier for you to enter the hellfire. So why wish you have them? Almighty Allah said in Surah Al-Kahf verse 46, it said, Al-malu wal-banuna zinatul hayat dunya wal-baqiyatu salihatu khayrun 'inda rabbika sawaban wa khayrun amala. It said that wealth and children are but adornment of the worldly life, but the enduring good deeds are better to your Lord for reward and better for one's hope. Let's put things in perspective. Understand you may have in your life what is best for you. They may have in their life what is best for them. Having someone else's life may not make you happy in this world or the next. Almighty Allah is the all-knowing and the all-seeing, the one who knows what is best for you. What is happening to the person you think that is succeeding today might be the end of yours if you are the same. You should instead ask for something better from Allah. Never for once think that Almighty Allah hasn't done the best for you. For everything that Allah has done for you is a blessing. You must consider it a blessing.